Trumpism. Hello, everybody. It's 222. Make a wish. It's the end of Trumpism. Hello, everybody. Hello, Net and YouTube. Hello, everybody. Make a wish. It's the end of Trumpism. The end of Trumpism. Make a wish. The end of Trumpism. Hello, everybody. Make a wish. So, welcome to the Blue Lions and Ultraviolet Lions. So, we're the Lion Society represented by the Democrats and Bernie Sanders supporters, and Lion Society represented by psychics and witches and fairies and spiritual and magical people. So if you're in one of those categories, you're welcome to join the chat and join the Blue Lions. Blue Lions, I don't think you're going to have the same type of requirements that these other Lions groups have, because the Blue Lions is going to be a really huge group of people. So it's probably just going to be, just a matter of identifying as a Blue Lion. I mean, Bernie supporters really run the whole range of everybody. So I don't see any reason to be any more restrictive or anything than that. I don't consider myself the leader of the Blue Lions, although I guess I'm the only one who considers himself a Blue Lion at this time. Although the way these things grow, that'll change pretty soon. I feel like Blue Lions will probably catch on pretty quick, especially given the advertisement from the Epstein files and the fact that Epstein is the most afraid of the Black Panthers and the Bernie supporters. Like in these emails that have come out from Epstein to his co-conspirators, they're afraid of the Bernie supporters and they're afraid of the Black Panthers, which I think is interesting that they're afraid of the Black Panthers or people emulating the Black Panthers, decades after the Black Panthers were really active. They were still talking about being afraid of the Black Panthers. So I think that's very instructive, very inspiring. Now that it's the Black Lions, it's even more inspiring and can be even more instructive because it can branch out into every different demographic and identity group and fan base and whatever you want to call it. It can be everything Lions, and it's really fitting. I was thinking about how fitting it is for Bernie supporters to be the Blue Lions because we chose the lion as a symbol back in the early Bernie days. And when I mentioned the Black Lions, somebody looked it up and found out that the original Black Lions were Ethiopian people fighting the Nazis in World War II. So it seems like a very good name for them to have chosen the Black Lions, and then it seems magical to kind of uh, move past the Black Panther stage into the post Black Panther stage where everybody is a lion and it's all types of lions. So I think that this is going to be like, as much as the Black Panthers themselves spawned like the Pink Panthers and the White Panthers and other groups representing other groups of people, the lions can do that, but in an age of the internet. The Lion Society can spread in the age of the internet, where just everybody's going to become every kind of lion you can possibly imagine. And I think that's going to be fantastic. I think that's what's really opened the Pandora's box from shifting from Black Panthers to Black Lions. And I think it's going to be really exciting. Again, this is the group of people that Epstein identified as the people he feared, the Bernie supporters, and they were all proud because they blacked out Bernie on the media and stuff. They were like, yay, we blacked out Bernie on the media, so we don't have to be as afraid of the Bernie supporters. And the Black Panthers. So none of the Black Panthers are the Black Lions. Power to the people. And, you know, let us know what kind of lion you identify as. But that's basically what it's going to be. I'm starting the ultraviolet lions for psychics, witches, spiritual people, magical people, fairies like myself. And I'm starting the Blue Lions for Bernie supporters, progressive Democrats, people who believe in the political system. So Blue Lions for politics, for Democrats in politics, ultraviolet lions for witches and fairies and magical people and spiritual people, and such as that. So hopefully you fall into one of those categories. Hello, Jason. Nice to meet you. Let us know if you fall into one of those categories, if you'd like to identify as a blue lion, ultraviolet lion, or any other type of lion you can possibly imagine. I feel like the silver lions or gray lions or the elder lions are going to be, you know, a group that came to mind. Of course, the rainbow lions are a group that comes to mind. So, thanks for being here. I mean, it comes down to so many things. Like, I'm in Church of Judas, so the Lions of Judas or Judas Lions, things like that. because the Church of Judas repurposes and replaces all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. So of course that's, part of the thing. There should be a lion version of that. So Lions of Judas, or Judas Lions. Who would be the purple lions? Who would be the pink lions? It's kind of like, now's the time to go ahead and start claiming your names. Excuse me, I keep burping so much. I drank some special drink I got, and I guess it was a little more special than I thought. It's like doing things. So anyway, welcome to the Blue Lions. Welcome to the Ultraviolet Lions. Welcome to blank, insert lions here. Insert name of lions here. You can come up with, you can be the one who originates and starts whatever lion group you need to be part of the Lion Society. I look like your math teacher? Thank you. Okay, so if you're revolutionary, if you're anti-Trump, you're going to want to comment. If you're not anti-Trump, you're probably just going to want to find another life. Okay? So this is going to be for, anti-fascist people who are anti-Trump. Good people. Good people. All good spirits, all good people welcome. It's the Ultraviolet Lions for psychics, witches, fairies, magical people, spiritual people. And it's the Blue Lions for Democrats. So let's go. Nationalism is close enough to fascism, dude. We don't need a daily reminder of that. You don't need to be protecting fascists or nationalists. Okay? My thoughts on the Bible are that Church of Judas. Oh, hi, Peacemaker. I'm a fairy too. Nice to meet you. So you're in the right place, Peacemaker. This is Ultraviolet Lions. Oh, Veneta Key is here as well, representing Ultraviolet Lions. If you care to announce anything, like I identify as fairy, if you want to say anything, and a witch too, if you want to say anything about how you identify, you're welcome to. This is where we promote those kind of things. So thank you for being here, Peacemaker. Yeah, you're like the first one. You and Vendetta Kia are like the first, or the three of us are like the first ones. So welcome. I mean, there's maybe 2 or 3 more because we started Ultraviolet Lions last night. So Ultraviolet Lions first meeting was last night. Joseph Bearpaw, yeah, Joseph. speak of the Bearpaw. Thank you, Joseph Bearpaw. Hello, Spirit Brother Joseph Bearpaw. So there's 4 of us here already, which is amazing. They're only counting 8 people in the live, and half of us are already like self-identified Ultraviolet Lions, or at least psychic, spiritual, magical, fairy people who are going to help overthrow Trump. So like we've got this going. This is like the best live I've ever had in terms of the ratio of good people to trolls, and like that's amazing. Like I can't even be live for more than about 10 more minutes because I gotta go. But thanks for being here, and especially I might even have to go sooner than that. Here, my dog didn't come inside. The left wing is good. Right, the left wing is good. That's all you really need to know. If you're here and you're in support of overthrowing tyrants like Trump and Putin and Netanyahu, and you're here, you're a Democrat, Blue Lions. Consider yourself a Blue Lion. Ultraviolet Lions is for psychics, spiritual people, magical people, fairies, witches, like myself. I am both Democrat, Blue Lions, and Ultraviolet Lions. Psychic, spiritual, weed smokers, if you smoke weed. Gray Lions checking in. See, dude, hell yeah, dude. I was just talking about Gray Lions. Rob K, you were here yesterday too, aren't you? I also consider, yes, I'm a fairy. I also consider myself Gray Lions. Netanyahu's evil dog, exactly. So we're overthrowing Netanyahu and Trump and Putin. Okay, you can't have a weird bias or prejudice in yourself where you want to overthrow Netanyahu, but you're giving Trump and Putin a pass, or think no, Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. That's the best way to say it. Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. It's all one word. Trump, Putin, Netanyahu. They're all the same thing. Gnostic Druid. Okay. So Vendetta Kia, I had a feeling about you, or we might have discussed it before. But see, look, we're already doing it. We're already uniting people from different streams. We're crossing the streams of different mystical traditions. That's Ultraviolet Lions. So maybe today, right now, we should be focusing on Ultraviolet Lions because we are the radical group uniting people from mystical, spiritual, magical, fairy traditions into, and even if you don't feel magical, you're still welcome to be here. You are magical. You just don't realize it yet or don't understand it yet. This person says, hello, humans, peace be upon you all. What's going on here? You sound like you're definitely, if you're superhuman, if you're otherkin, something like that, you're in the right place. This is for fairy, magical, spiritual, witch people. How do you become magical? You just did it. You expressed a desire to. You're more magical than you were before. Watch, it's an exponentially increasing thing. Like your life will become more magical, and you will become more magical to suit it by the interest in magic. So welcome to the Ultraviolet Lions. We are the magical branch of the Lion Society. So, and I feel like it's really taken off today better than ever. This is literally the best live I've ever had. I've been doing lives for years. So, mystical tradition doesn't pay the rent. Well, we're not talking about paying the rent. We're talking about making rent free. Rent free. When rent free lives rent free in your head, then you're mystical, ultraviolet lions. Anyway, thanks for being here. I was watching the Black Lions, the uh, uh, Chairman Paul Birdsong Black Lions press conference. I watched all of it. It's 4 hours long. I watched every minute. It was great. Loved it. I'm not even a fan of guns. Don't really like guns. They're all about guns. Whatever. It's not really important. A lot of different lion society groups are certainly going to be gun centric and have guns as a foundation of what they do, because the Black Lions are like that. They're all about gun training. They're all about responsible gun, self protect, all that stuff. All the 2A American stuff. The stuff you guys claim to love. Black people version. And then white lions are probably going to be like that, white people version, not opposed. I'm just saying there's going to be all these different ones. Green lions are going to be probably Green Party, blue lions for Democrats. So we're also doing blue lions here. And ultraviolet lions for magical people. Joseph Bearpaw says, magical force is universal. It's non-corporeal energy. It's beyond matter. Yeah, and it suffuses, I don't know exactly what the word is right now, all of us. Like we're all magical energy too, so it's just a matter of allowing to be the magical energy instead of allowing to be the, fearful energy or the, angry energy, stuff like that. So you can be any type of lion you want to be. That's what's so great about breaking out of the Black Panther tradition into the lion tradition, is it's wide open. I don't know. I think they're ice cubes. I think these people are like, sorry about the Nazis. But we have some MAGA Klansmen. We have Klan trollsmen in the chat. I kind of generally ignore them, so sorry about that. I get the flags. What's this cheese about? Oh, we beat the Cheeseheads. We beat the Packers. We're go Broncos. This is also Bronco Obama cult, but that's a side thing. I mean, it's not really a side thing. Everything's integrated. Everything's together. Bronco Obama cult is part of everything else. But Joseph Bearpaw says, that's the thing of the matter-centric minded. Immortality is tied to energy, not matter. That's a good point. So people are stuck in their bodies. They're fearful, temporary bodies, and they're not so much in tune with their energy bodies. They're immortal, more immortal bodies. All right, thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm fairy. Identify with Oz. I'm in Denver. Yeah. Ukrainian flag. Yeah, we owe Ukrainians everything. Ukrainians are more American heroes than any Americans are, because every Ukrainian who's not a traitor, so pretty much every single Ukrainian, is doing more to save America from Trump and Putin than any American is doing, which is embarrassing on behalf of Americans, but we should be very proud of and thankful to Ukrainians. We owe them everything. You can be a cheese lion. Yeah. Cheese Lion's perfect. That's what I'm talking about, dude. We can do this. I also want to do Lions of Judas. Judas Lions. I see there's 13 people in here. Good time to say Judas Lions. If you're a Russian citizen and you're against Putin, you're good. We hate Putin. Everybody hates Putin. The hatred for Putin has not come back to Putin yet, because we're still busy hating Trump and Netanyahu, Putin's allies, because he shifted the hate towards them. But once we take care of Putin, once we take care of Trump, or we take care of Putin, once we take care of Trump and Netanyahu, once we finish these bastards off, dude, it's gonna all turn on Putin, dude. He's gonna be fucked. Ice lion, I don't know what that means. I mean, it's an interesting idea, without the connotations of ICE, the kidnappers. Yeah, see, nobody likes Russia though. Russia might stop being a country. Joseph Bearpaw says, energy keeps movement. Hey, stop talking, guys. Joseph Bearpaw's talking. Energy keeps movement. Matter is meant to contain or slow down the motion of energy. Eventually, all matter breaks down and energy releases. Yeah, energy is like a final form of matter. Like Church of Judas is a final form of Christianity. Yeah, Ukraine flag, Palestine flag, cheese. I mean, fuck the Patriots, but, I hope no one gets hurt. Hope no one except for maybe the Patriots owner gets hurt. He is in the Epstein files. Now, it's because Epstein and the Epstein class are most afraid of Bernie Sanders supporters and the Black Panthers that the Black Lions and every other body in the Lion Society that actually adheres to the principles of the Black Lions, at least the communism. I don't necessarily agree with Russian politics, but I'm still proud of my heritage and love my people. Dude, no one's saying anything against that. Love being Russian, but the thing to love about being Russian is you must overthrow Putin. If you love Russia, just like if we love being America, if we love being American, we must overthrow Trump. If you love being Russian, you must overthrow Putin. These things are this is just math. Putin's gotten 1.5 million Russians killed in Ukraine. Do you know that? Putin killed 1.5 million Russians in Ukraine. For what? The Donbass? That's fucking stupid, dude. That is so fucking stupid. That's the stupidest thing ever. Like, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, we only have a few more minutes, so we're going to talk about uniting, you're half Belarusian, cool. We're going to talk about uniting all mystical, magical people in what I'm calling ultraviolet lions. So welcome to the ultraviolet lions. Also, Democrats uniting into blue lions. I'm sure somebody else will take that and run with it a lot farther than I will, because I'm not that big about being a Democrat. But Democrats will be blue lions. Will be ultraviolet lions, magical, mystical people. Gray lions or silver lions or something like that will be, silver lions, gray lions for elder people. How can you spew the disgust? What? Fairy of me? Dude, you're the one being disgusting. You're the Nazi in the chat. Like, just stop being a Nazi. Why don't you just be a human instead? Sorry, thanks for the flags. What is the second flag, though? I see the Palestine flag. Is the second flag Russia? Why would Palestine be friends with Russia, dude? Russia got Palestine genocided and destroyed. Dude, what happened to Venezuela? Weren't they supposed to be friends with Russia? They got their president kidnapped. Dude, Russia's just playing those little pawn countries. Do you think they actually like him? Joseph Bearpaw says, Duke, it's the purest form of energy because that's why mutable, able to become all forms and all shapes. Thank you for subscribing, Creative Maker. I look forward to your content. If you comment on my content, then I can look at your content and comment on your content. We have to kind of like hand do it. We don't have TikTok anymore. We don't have TikTok doing all the work for us. We have to like hand it, We have to make it work. So comment on my content. I will go to since I assume as Creative Maker, you have creative content. So if you have content, comment on my content. I'll go back and comment on your content. Then we can hand crank this net and YouTube and make it work like TikTok used to work. And we can save TikTok from being Trump talk sometime in the future. No hurry on that. He can feel strong only as a member of large organization and mass movement with which he identifies himself. Who are we talking about? So what we're doing is, no, you can be an ex-Trump lion. I imagine the orange lions will be people who are ex-Trump. If you're ex-MAGA and you want to be an orange lion, so nobody else has to talk to you, but you team up with other ex-MAGA people, orange lion. I suggest that for the Trump supporters. Orange, or once you stop being a Trump supporter, you can be an orange lion. You're still part of the Lion Society. You'll get to hang out with all the other Trump supporters and talk about how sad you are about how you supported Trump, how you got conned into supporting pedophiles and shit. The Russian people have a historic acceptance of suffering, and compared to previous leaders, they see Putin as an almost conqueror-type leader. Well, they should stop seeing Putin in any positive light. He's destroying your country. Argon Noble says, one of the most important means by which our society socializes children is by making them feel ashamed of behavior or speech that is contrary to society's expectations. Yeah, that sucks. There's a lot of ways that we abuse kids in America. Okay, let's see. Orange Lion. Are you an Orange Lion? Are you an ex-Trump? Dude, if you're ex-Trump and you're an Orange Lion, we appreciate you being ex-Trump. You know, that's great. Being ex-Trump, it's, you know, I mean, I almost said it's nothing to be ashamed of. It is something to be ashamed of, but it's also not to be ashamed of being an ex-Trump person. Like being an addict of something or a drunk, it's nothing to be ashamed of in some ways. Of course, you're going to be ashamed of all sorts of shit you do, but it's a disease, you know. Being an ex addict is certainly nothing to be ashamed of because you've conquered that disease. Like, that's something to be very proud of. So, being an ex MAGA, an ex Trumper is definitely something to be proud of and something we should encourage you to be more. But I think being an Orange Lion, associating with other ex Trumpers, just be healthy for everybody. It'll just be not that we're not going to all associate, we're all still going to all associate. But did you have that network to identify as Orange Lions or Red Lions if you're an ex Republican? Um, then I think those things will, this is going to come together. So we're going to have Blue Lions. I'm Blue Lions. I'm Democrat, Blue Lions, but I'm also Ultraviolet Lions, like magical, mystical lions. And I think that's what's made, the focus on that is what has made this particular live so productive despite, you know, a few trolls. Don't, Argon, don't talk to that guy's a Nazi. He's like, I mean, he's a Trump, he's a Klansman. He's like a Nazi. He's a Trump-Putineer. He's a MAGA. He's a Trump supporter. Okay, I have to go pretty soon. I usually go live for an hour. Today I can't do it, so I'm only going to be live for a few more minutes. Stormcloak Soldier says, I agree they shouldn't like Putin because they truly have never had the freedom we do in the West. No, they have not, and it could be so much better. I'm just trying to illustrate their admiration towards Putin stems from the memories of famine and war. Oh, yeah, I didn't think that you were defending him. I see what you're saying. Gotta listen to the Fairy Master. Fairy Queen. You look like my girlfriend's husband. Thanks. Yeah, I agree with Duke. I bet your girlfriend would want to have sex with me. Why don't you send her to Denver? Hello, I am not a troll. Thank you, Yummers. Dude, that's awesome. You're going to really stand out here. It is supposed to be for main characters only. Argon Noble says the over-socialized person cannot do these things, or if he does do them, he generates in himself a sense of shame and self-hatred. Hello, I am a troll. We knew that. I am a MAGA and I'm a human being. Well, work on the human, be more the human being part. Feed the wolf you want to be, the human being part, not the MAGA part. That was a pretty good quote, actually. I gotta go, though, guys. I'm sorry. Don't write any more comments because I gotta go. I'll read the rest of your comments before we go, but I gotta go. Argon says, and socialization is not just a matter of morality. We are socialized to conform to many norms of behavior that do not fall under the heading of morality. It isn't nonsense. No, I agree with you, dude. That sounds like war. We're socialized to accept war, and war isn't moral. We can cut that shit out. Argon Noble says, if you Trump supporters would actually read what I have to say, you'd realize I agree with you. But why do you agree with Trump supporters? That's not a thing to. You guys are idiots. They are idiots, but you agree with probably some of the things they claim. I would never want to agree with Trump people. That's never something you want to like brag about. So anyway, welcome to Ultraviolet Lions. Welcome to Blue Lions. And Dagestan. Send him 2-3 years to Dagestan and forget. I don't know where that is, but it sounds kind of familiar. Anyway. Sorry about all the trolls and stuff in the chat. I'll probably start blocking them, or I don't know, get mods or something one of these days. But we'll talk later because I got to get going. I got to go to work. And you guys got to watch the Super Bowl. So, or go watch Lindsey Vaughn ski in the Olympics. Okay, it's better to phrase that Trump people agree with us, but are too dumb to realize their own interests. I mean, they claim to be American or patriot or something, but they're totally anti-American. I can't get into it right now. I got to get going. But yeah, Trump's the worst. Everybody hates him. Yeah, dude, everybody has to work, dude. America. Can't you tell I'm an American? By the way, I'm a real person and I'm speaking American. Dude, we all have to work. It's like fucking shitty. Anyway, yeah, you all enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Seahawks, I guess. Go Bad Bunny, really. Just go Bad Bunny. Go Bad Bunny. And you guys enjoy don't enjoy just watch the same halftime show as everybody else. Can y'all just watch the American halftime show with Bad Bunny? You know, can y'all just watch that? Just really don't deprive yourselves of the Bad Bunny halftime show for some terrible stuff. It's going to be really terrible, and you're going to feel really bad about it. It's going to be like missing out on Halloween for watching The Great Pumpkin or something. Like, really, don't do it. Don't ruin your Super Bowl watching the wrong halftime show. Anyway, y'all enjoy Bad Bunny, and I'm going to get going and talk to you guys later. Alright, sorry that you guys are so mad and hateful, but welcome to the Ultraviolet Lions and Blue Lions if you're a good person. I'll talk to you guys soon.